about 1 minute until the news. But in that 60 seconds, you guys can call us 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number, 877-77-BOBBY. Or get on the iHeartRadio app. Go to the iHeart Country channel, push that microphone. You can say something to us. It comes right to us. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like a voice text.
So it is kind of believable. But it's right from the app. So let's go to the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
The happiest risers do this in the morning. That is, they refrain from grabbing their phone immediately when they wake up. Psychologists say that instead of grabbing your phone immediately because they know that you're going to grab it eventually, have a brief, even 10-minute digital detox period in the morning. It allows you to start the day on your own terms, meaning it's not so much the light or what's happening on the phone, but sometimes, as soon as you grab your phone, it's a list of things you got to do or crap that went wrong.
Then you're hijacked by text messages, emails.
Right, quite the jump there, hijacked. What if it's you're loved?
Well,
People saying, I hope you had a
morning.
great night's sleep. Because every night Eddie texts me, hope you have a great night's sleep.
That's true, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really what it's about. It's about, so you're not hijacked by all the things that are negative or aren't positive throughout the day.
Or demanding your
immediately.
time.
Yeah. BestLifeOnline.com with that story. There is a lottery downside, according to research. For winners of big lottery prizes, the money goes down fast. 70% of lottery winners end up bankrupt in less than 3 years. Wild.
So crazy.
Financial experts say most lottery winners simply don't have life experience of having a lot of money, so they don't know how to have the money. They do things like give too much to family and friends, make poor investments, feel like the money's going to be unlimited, and start uncontrollably gambling or spending. That is from the National Endowment for Financial Education. Starbucks wants you to get your coffee faster. I feel like Starbucks does a pretty good job.
They do it pretty fast.
Yeah, I do. And there's a long line, and you're like, oh, I don't want to get in that line because it's wrapped all the way.
It moves.
It moves pretty good, yeah. Starbucks says they're on a mission, though, to make their drinks in less time. They're spending tons of money, including buying new equipment that is more efficient and faster to refill, as well as using smaller ice cubes, which are easier to scoop. More than a third of customers have to wait more than 5 minutes to get their drink, and that's way too long.
Wow.
I mean, that's
smaller ice cubes, easier to
Bloomberg.
scoop. How much time is that saving?
Well, I think it's all point seconds.
Yeah.
When you do that,
It adds
next
up.
thing you know, you got 3 seconds saved.
Right.
But that's more money for them. They're not looking for us.
Of course.
Yeah, come
They're
on.
not looking out for us.
Come on.
Faster they can get that crap out, the more they sell to us.
Right.
Oh, men are shaving their legs more.
Yeah. Not us.
Not me. If I could just go pick hair or no hair, I would probably just go no hair. But I'm not going to shave my legs.
Just because of time.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, why would I? Who cares? Well, here's the thing. Experts say it leads directly to leg wounds healing faster if you shave your legs.
What leg wounds?
How many leg wounds are you getting?
What are we doing?
Like,
Chopped off leg? Like,
I don't know, man. People run through a lot of barbed wire, apparently.
Right.
So they say it also for guys that want to show their leg muscle definition, which bodybuilders will shave theirs. And it makes you run faster, even if it's just barely if you're an athlete and your timing runs, like if that's literally part of your life. But it's also a cleaner look and makes guys look more put together. All that's fine, but it's just too much time. I'm not going to do it. If I could choose, I would go, no. Go away. Hair be gone.
Did any men on this show shave their legs?
No, I never have
No.
shaved my
Ray?
legs.
Never? You
Ray
never
pro-
done it?
It's
No, I don't. I did.
for bodybuilding?
Yeah, back in the day, but that was 10 years ago.
Was he a competitive bodybuilder? Like, I don't understand.
Recreational.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's from AskMen.com. Doctors pull 60 items out of a man's stomach after he complains of a stomach ache.
No.
60.
What items?
Doctors were shocked when they operated on a man who came in complaining of severe stomach pains and high fever. They went in, he's 35, they found lockets, chains, nuts, bolts, earphones, and many other objects inside the stomach. I guess he was just eating them. Just needed to swallow stuff, needed to feel that in his throat.
Really?
That's a condition.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man,
I
that's...
feel like locks and stuff. That's
Yeah,
big
I mean,
stuff.
there's a whole green blanket, and they lay all the stuff they pulled out from his stomach. I mean, it looks like if you dumped a tackle box over.
Wow.
A toolbox?
Dude, I'm saying tackle box because
What's in there?
things are like rooster tails. I mean,
Top water lures?
yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. Oof, that's tough. That story's from the New York Post. A man fakes his own kidnapping to hide his infidelity from his girlfriend. That's commitment.
Normally, it's honestly women that are faking their kidnap for whatever reason.
That's commitment to be uncommitted.
So,
That's
wait, so what did he do?
He made his girlfriend believe that he had been kidnapped so he could spend New Year's Eve with his mistress.
What?
He narrowly avoided jail time after he admitted before a judge that he concocted an elaborate lie to hide his infidelity from his girlfriend. On December 31st of last year, the guy called his girlfriend to say he was meeting his finance guy when he was really going to see his mistress. At one point, in order to buy themselves some time, the couple messaged that girlfriend, again, this time pretending to be a kidnapper, who said, I'll bring him back safe and sound the next day.
I just need him for a minute.
The one thing they didn't count on was his girlfriend's panic after reading the message. Of course.
You think?
So she calls, hey, cops, come help. So whenever they got and found them, they were hanging out, and there were 200 hours of police work to make up for the $25,000 in taxpayer money that they spent on trying him.
I mean, we're still in that COVID window where you could just say, I have COVID.
Oddity Central. Oh, you're saying just
Like, if
say
you
it
don't-
so he doesn't have to go with her.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
You're
That's
not
a good point because nobody can question that.
Yeah.
And then she's not, unless
You
she's
can
like,
fake COVID like easy and just be like, I got COVID.
unless she's like, I don't care, I love you, I want COVID with you.
And you're like, this is a COVID Ebola. It's a new
You
strain.
don't want it. It's terrible.
Ebola. The man charged in Tupac's 1996 shooting death has long put himself at the crime scene. Here's what we know about him. First of all, I watched this whole TikTok where he was like, yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Tupac's hanging out the window. I mean, he pretty much says everything. Now, they went into his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend's house or partner's house and did a raid. That's the raid. And they found, apparently, allegedly, from what I read in like 3 news stories, different things like certain bullets. And they were able to put the information that he said with the stuff that they found. And then they arrested him. They're not saying he was a shooter. They're saying that he was involved and he was there.
Right.
That he was the
guy who organized
mastermind
it, yeah.
behind it and handed the gun to the guys in the back and said, hey, shoot Tupac. It was
He keeps saying he's going to throw, he's got something for Diddy now because he says Diddy was completely involved.
What?
Well, I didn't see that part. I just saw he was mad at Tupac and Suge Knight for beating up his nephew or something because they were in rival gang
Yeah,
groups.
Bloods Crips.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's a blood? Or is he Crip?
Tupac was the Navy.
Don't know.
Hey, man, I don't know.
It was the Navy, right?
Navy would be a
Bandit.
crib.
The blue?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's the left side?
Blood. Okay, you guys have to stop. You guys have to stop.
Bandit
Oh,
on
whatever.
the left
I
side?
had the Bloods and the Crips at my high school.
No,
Dude,
no, you
I could
didn't.
do the
You went to
blood
Austin
sign.
High.
Yes, I did.
You went to Austin High.
Yeah,
You had people just saying those words. There's no chance you had real.
Are you kidding? Austin High was so diverse.
Yeah, man. You
But
don't
I'm
know.
It
telling
was right downtown.
Eddie, stop talking like that.
Hey.
It was downtown. Okay.
It was down.
I live downtown. But you're acting like I didn't live in downtown Austin.
But we pulled
It's a
from
really
north,
nice
south,
place,
Okay,
east,
Bobby.
all right,
west.
I hear you. There might have been like one that had a cousin or something.
Whatever. They hung out on
Downtown. It was
they-
by the Y. It was really nice over there.
No, but we pulled right
We
from
had kids.
the
look,
side of town.
This is the
that-
difference. Our school, kids would get kicked out of other schools for gangs, and they would get sent to our school. But
yeah.
even then, they weren't really Bloods and Crips. They were like side gangs of gangs.
Did you ever learn the blood sign?
No, because there were real gangs at my school,
Oh, you didn't want to do that. Got it.
and I didn't want to play with it.
Yeah.
They weren't full gangs. They were just, it was like, mix match, pallywatch, give a dog a bone. Like different people that had been kicked out of random gangs, so they'd reform their little groups.
It's just such a shame, though, because, I mean, and there was footage of Tupac, being involved in, like, beating up his nephew by the elevator after some fight in Vegas or whatever. But it just sucks because it was they beat him up, but then the retaliation is to shoot and kill him.
Death.
Well, and then after that, you know who died?
Biggie.
Thank you,
I
thank
thought that Biggie died before him.
And then after that, who died?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I'm just saying things.
Like, I don't know, man.
I think Tupac died first, right?
Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know.
Now you make me wonder. So I don't know. I'm just gonna, Mike, will you tell me who died first when I finish a couple of stories here? Just because I don't want to get yelled at by listeners if I'm wrong. A 17-year-old employee. What you got? Tupac died first? Why does Amy say stuff and make me throw me off?
I said I thought.
Yeah.
I thought.
Tupac 96, Biggie 97.
Dang.
A 17-year-old employee at a Popeyes in Texas got arrested after firing 7 shots at someone in the restaurant's parking lot. It turns out selling weed at work and it was a drug deal gone wrong.
Yeah, can't do that.
Had nothing to do with the chicken.
Got it. I didn't think so.
Yeah, that Mardi Gras mustard, though,
Yeah?
awesome.
Good stuff?
It's the best. That's Popeyes, right? Yeah, that's Popeyes.
That's Mardi Gras. It's got to be Popeyes.
Yeah, it's Popeyes. It's the best. A study found that Fridays are the worst day of the week to buy plane tickets. Sundays are the best. With everything from hotels to vacation rentals to international travel all rising in price, they analyzed it. And Friday mostly because people last-minute booking. Like, I want to go now, so they know they kind of got you by the ads. So they're like, okay, we'll charge you double. So, and Sunday, they know you're not going anywhere right now. So it's like the furthest away from when you would leave. So Friday, Sunday. United States senators won't be able to go to work in their pajamas after all. The Senate unanimously passed a resolution to formally require everyone to wear business attire on the Senate floor. We have also enacted a law here where the guys on this show have to wear pants when an artist comes in.
Correct. Same thing.
Same thing.
Yep.
Sorry, was it a thing they could wear pajamas, or they were just debating it?
No, but Fetterman, I believe is his name. And again, look, make sure I'm saying his name right. He wears sweats.
Does he have a
Like
suit,
like
coat, though?
jogger?
Like,
I'm sure he does.
okay.
Yeah.
But
No, like over the sweats.
No.
Because when I worked in the news, we had to wear a coat if we were going to be on the Senate floor. But we can wear jeans or whatever underneath. Just had to wear a coat.
Yeah, but could you wear sweats?
I don't know. I never tried that.
But a coat and sweats looks kind of cool.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Is that who it is, Mike? Yeah. So Senator Fetterman would go in shorts and a hoodie.
Wow.
But that was his whole, he ran on that. Like, I'm a dude.
Like just normal,
Yeah.
chill.
And he's like, I'm a dude. I'm always going to be a dude. So I'm just going to show up like I said I was going to be. But then it does look weird.
Yeah.
It does look, I'm going to be honest with you, it does look weird. Yeah, John Fetterman from Pennsylvania. From OK Magazine, we'll end with this. A source recently revealed details of what readers should expect from Britney Spears' upcoming memoir called The Women in Me, which comes out October 24th. You get some of her family history in the book. And then, apparently, it is totally unfiltered. You have never heard stories like this. That's all it says. But it's them saying it, though, is a problem.
I mean, I expect her to be unfiltered.
But, I mean, yes, but you have to send it. I've written a couple books. You have to send it through legal so many times.
Oh, yeah, because you can't get sued.
So many times. Because they don't even want lawsuits unless you have every bit of proof. So I hope that the book helps her and helps people understand her and is some sort of, I don't know, release and
Therapeutic for her.
Sure, yeah, that's what I hope. That's it. Thank you. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're going to come back in a second. I'm going to talk about a little something I got called food poisoning. We're going to talk about that. I think I might have a new second favorite school, college of all time.
Why?
Oh, I had it's always Arkansas's number one. Always my heart, my soul, my guts. We had a rough weekend though. You know you guys beat us, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even watch the game.
Someone DM'd
so
me.
you can't brag. But yes, it's
Yeah.
miserable. So we'll do that. We'll come back. We'll take your calls next. Bobby Bone Show. was reading this story about if you eat pasta in the morning, it's like the best thing you could possibly eat. For some reason, and you guys may have the same, I may not be weird, but I have like morning taste buds. And I don't know if they like move in and out. Like, all right, morning's over, guys, switch shifts. But I would not be able to eat spaghetti in the morning because I got morning taste buds. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
And that just wants sugar?
Or eggs.
Oh, I don't even really like eggs that much.
Bacon?
I can do eggs. Yeah, I need the breakfast things conditioned.
Totally.
Those taste buds have been conditioned to only have breakfast foods.
Right.
And sometimes second shifters can eat some breakfast stuff, but first shifters can never eat dinner stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah, conditioned is a key word because, my kids at the orphanage in Haiti, they had spaghetti for breakfast.
No, my kids at the orphanage. They had it so sad. No, this is sad that I can't eat spaghetti in the morning.
No, they loved it. It's not a sad thing. It's just they did
funny
pasta.
you went there.
They did pasta for breakfast, and that was normal there.
I know, I'm kidding. Do they have rice all the time? Because that's probably what I would have had.
They had different soups and rice and beans and the spaghetti. And the spaghetti, they would just put ketchup on top.
The only soup I like in the morning, a little something called cereal.
It's debatable if it's
I
soup or not.
I got like two sets of taste buds, like one go in, one go out.
Yeah.
So they say eat spaghetti in the morning because one, it fights hunger pains, it doesn't cause weight gain. Researchers found that people who ate 1/2 cup of pasta earlier in the day did not put on weight at all and felt better.
Yum. I like spaghetti.
In the morning?
I could do it.
You want some Rago in the morning?
Ragu.
Whatever.
Prego.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, I'm going to tell you guys a story. I went over to Salt Lake City. I spoke at a tech conference late last week, and I started to feel real bad on the plane. And I was like, oh no, I hope I'm not sick. Hope I don't want COVID. You can just feel when something ain't right.
Sorry, you're there or back?
There.
Okay.
You can feel like it's almost like a moment, like, something just happened. I am not good. And I started to feel worse and worse. And so it was me and Kickoff Kevin. And so I go to my room in Salt Lake and I have to speak at like 9 the next morning. And I'm just like, please don't be sick. And I fall asleep, which is great. And I think it's great news. But I wake up like an hour later, like this. Like dry heaving I've never had dry heave from the bed. I was in the airport in Kansas City to fly to Utah. And I ate some barbecue. Now, if there's a place you can eat barbecue, it's Kansas City.
That's right, good barbecue.
But also, it's equaled out by I was at the airport. So it's like back to even. So I ate a bunch of barbecue, and I got sick off of it. I love barbecue. And I probably vomited for 6 hours. And it was one of those where you couldn't control. Sometimes when you're food poisoned or even sick, you're like, okay, I'm about to throw up. I know I'm about to throw up. Here it comes. Oh, man, oh, man. For me, it was just
no warning?
Nothing, out of nowhere. And I was by myself, so I had to go get medicine downstairs. I needed some Advil. My head was killing me. I knew it was food poisoning, though, because my head was killing me. So head's going, and I can take, it's disgusting, right? And so I walk down, I have to go down to the floor, and there's a thing in medicine, but there's nobody at the counter. So I just took the medicine.
Yeah.
And I paid the next day, but I was like, I may be on camera somewhere that's stealing.
That's how you get arrested.
I vomited in the bathroom down on the bottom floor.
Oh.
And then ran up to my room 6 hours. And then just physically just destroyed the next day as I'm trying to speak at this thing. And the speaking thing went fine. But that food poisoning, I was very happy that that's what it was. Because even while it's happening, once this all gets out, I'm going to be back on my way. Where if you're sick, you're just 3, 4, 5, 6 days. How long until you shake it? But it was rough. It was like I had been in a 4-round boxing match. I'm not going to say 12, but like a 4-round boxing match. Stomach was sore the next day. I just could, every time.
Because you were there for such a specific reason and it was awesome, like what would you have done?
Awesome.
Like your speaking thing.
I didn't get paid.
But I thought it was an honor
You never
to
used
be
the
there.
word awesome, Andy.
Honor? No, that company said, well, you go speak and
Oh, I would have thought it was awesome for you to be there. You were up next to
I'd rather play golf.
Tony
But
Robbins.
That's right. Tony Robbins and I spoke, but
That's awesome.
yeah, it's cool. I'd rather stay. I haven't been home a lot, so I wanted to stay home. But I went.
Okay.
We talked about strategic marketing. They wanted me to be funny and talk about strategic marketing. It doesn't matter, but yes.
Well, I just meant if it had not gone away at that point, would you have powered through?
Yes.
Would you have tried to and just
Yes.
get up there and deliver?
Do you know how viral it'd been if I'd have vomited on stage?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been great.
Yeah. So I would have tried to power through, but if I'd have started to get sick, I wouldn't have run off stage. I would have just thrown up everywhere and been like, and said this, put this clip on the internet. You want to see a lot of likes? A lot of streams.
Marketing strategy.
Strategic
Market
marketing.
this.
Yeah.
And then I said, Hyundai, and then walked off. So that food poisoning was rough. But it took me a day and a half or so to shake to my body. It's violent. It's like I was thrown in the dryer. And just and I'm not at home. Not that being sick is easy at home, but it's just easier at home because it's your bathroom. I'm thinking of the 20 other people that have been sitting on that toilet that I'm vomiting in.
You're thinking about that while you're vomiting?
Yeah.
Oh. That's so gross.
It is bad. Have you all seen that video that's going around of like someone at a hotel and they're putting the face towel up to their face from the hotel, and then all of a sudden they start thinking of all the people that
yeah.
use
That's
the
pretty
towel.
gross.
I used to take my own sleeping bag to every hotel I stayed in. Just to, I think Amy got me a little bag too once.
Yeah,
because I was doing it. And I didn't have a good one, so she got me a travel sleep.
Cocoon.
Now it's just like, what's the use?
Did it look like you were hiking everywhere you went?
I didn't have it on my back. I just put it in a bag.
No, it's small. It's like a
Got
sheet
it.
cocoon.
Got it.
We went to Kansas State last week too, and again, I don't have a long relationship with Kansas State, but I'm going to tell you, I have Arkansas, which I love dearly. I'll never not love them as much as I possibly can. I love them. I love the people of Kansas State. Morgan,
they're
your school was the greatest. They were the best. They were the best of any. We've been to 9-10 schools at this point. For the show we have called Too Much Access. You check it out, toomuchaccess.com. But the facilities were amazing. The people were awesome. We got there, and every school is kind of like, you can do this, you can or do whatever. They put us in full pads. It was fantasy camp for adults. We're in full pads. We're in helmets, shoulder pads. We're working with our All-American offensive linemen out in the stadium.
Pretty amazing.
Wow.
They fed us lunch, which was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Of all that, I'm still like, somebody's getting us free food. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So to everybody in Manhattan, Kansas State, you guys, I can't stop bragging about you. Like, I loved Arkansas first. Everybody, shut up. But South Carolina's amazing. I like them a lot. And then Kansas State, power rankings. I'm not sure where I don't want recency bias, but Kansas State maybe.
I mean, I like South Carolina, but they didn't feed us.
You're right.
They did not feed us.
You're right. Morgan, it was good. Everybody was asking about you.
Yeah, do you feel like, I asked Eddie this, like, are you jealous that I went to college there? Like, did you experience something that made you feel like I wish I went to college
We
here?
didn't go to the frat houses
we
or
didn't
anything.
party.
It was
I know,
like
but, like,
noon on a Thursday.
Yeah, but like you got to see the football stadium, and I went to a lot of football games.
It was
there.
a really great environment. I did not expect everything to be as nice and clean and expensive, and they really value that place. It's awesome.
So it's pretty much like the whole, like, must be the state of Kansas. They're just nice, everybody.
I don't know. Kansas, like KU, they didn't invite us to do crap.
Oh.
So
I
why
don't
say
know.
no to that?
No, I don't know that that's true. But I don't know if KU's like the snobby school and K-State's like the nice school.
I do feel like Kansas State is very underrated in the state of Kansas because KU has always had the basketball team, right?
Sure.
So going there is very like, if you're part of the basketball team, that's a big part of it. You're a big fan.
And I'm not saying that's for sure, but KU, they feel like they're, so far with us, they've been a little more important. Like, we need to earn our right to get there. And I'm like, no, we're good. We don't have to go anywhere. So, but I don't know. Who knows? That could all change. Kansas State, awesome.
I mean, I'll say that it is because
That's your
my
rival.
Yeah.
But Kansas State was awesome. We loved it. How was your weekend?
It was good. I almost died, but,
What?
Okay.
well, y'all,
Food poisoning? Airport?
Barbecue?
no, but so Shira's driving straight up on her own now, and we mostly do to school and back. That's where she drives. Well, Saturday night we were going to this like party for kids. It was an outdoor movie party, and it's like a mile from my house. So I thought, okay, you drive, I'll ride with you. Stevenson was in another car because he rode with a friend.
He doesn't want to ride with her.
No, he didn't want to get in. So it's just me and Sashira.
I mean,
in the
you
front
probably
seat.
didn't want to get in either, but you kind of needed to. She's 16.
I needed to because it was dark and we were. It's like a windier road, narrow, just 2 lanes, like both ways. So, kind of felt like we were drifting a little bit. I don't cuss in front of my kids, and 2 came out. One
Which one? Level.
S on the way there.
Okay, that's
fine.
that's a
Yeah,
mid.
well,
Sure.
Hey, that's a mid major.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
S on the way there, F on the way home.
There we go.
Oh,
there we
wow,
go.
wow,
You got the
wow, wow.
Ohio State now. That's a power 5, baby. That's a blue blood.
I don't. And even for me, like cussing is something new only in the last few years because I don't know. For me, it feels good. I spent most of my life not cussing at all whatsoever. So don't judge me. But it was so like we just were in situations where I thought, okay, this is it.
You're gonna die.
We're gonna die. But we made it home, and I was proud of her. And we pull up into the garage when we get home, and she looked at me and she goes, "You stress me out when you're riding with me." She's like, "Dad doesn't do this." And I was like, "Okay, don't play that card." And so I need to probably pray, breathe, meditate before I get in the car with her so that I'm more chill. Or ride in the back and just don't look.
I don't think that's the one to do of the options. I think that must have really scared. I've never heard you say the F word, and I know you only say it in like, oh my gosh, kind of situations.
Normally even just with myself. Because for me, I don't know, there's something therapeutic about it in a way.
Listen, words are just sounds.
I know.
Like, you're telling me there's a sound we can make on this part of the earth with these letters, but if we fly 10 hours just in an airplane, we could do a different part, but that same sound means nothing because of a language. It's just a feeling and a sound and an understanding. Don't get me started on curse words.
Yeah.
And I don't curse. That's the stupidest thing ever. That we have words we can't say. They're actions you shouldn't be able to do, but words
That's weird.
that you can't say, it is weird.
And honestly, the whole drive, she's listening to Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, what is she saying right now?
Well, then you just could act like you were singing the song.
She's saying far worse things.
Yeah. Well, okay.
But, I'm cool.
That's good. That's crazy she's driving.
I know.
16.
If you need her to
I don't.
run errands.
Not with that. Not with
errands,
that Yelp
baby.
review. No, I'm good.
She could run errands for
I
you.
hear you. Eddie, what weekend?
Man, I was an idiot. So we went to go have dinner with another couple, me and my wife, and it's a nice restaurant, and you know how servers always they go through the menu of
Like the special?
This is what we have. We have the special here, we have this, and when that happens, I zone out. If there was a pillory punishment in real life, I would have gotten the pillory because I zoned out. And then as soon as he was over, does anyone else have any questions? And I said, yeah, this dish right here, what is this? And the whole table goes, he just spent like 10 minutes saying what that was. Yeah. And I'm like, I wasn't listening.
I try to really, and because it's easy to check out. They're even checking out while they're saying it. When I was waiting tables, I said it so many times. Okay, tonight it's going to be the sea bass with side of broccoli. Even then, I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I'm checking out, but I try to focus now because I just know what it was like when everybody would not listen.
So do they spend time in their room memorizing that? Because they say it they've said it thousands of times.
Because they have said it that day a bunch of times. Usually early in the shift, I would have it written down somewhere. But I would also write down. I was not a memorizer of all the food because I didn't want to mess it up.
That's impressive.
I probably could have done it, but I didn't. I felt like one mess up wasn't worth 9 get rights and one mess up. So I would have it written down. By the third table, you know exactly what special is.
So would you have felt disrespectful?
I pay attention.
Okay.
Just in case.
Because they put some work
into that. And I want to make
that.
eye contact just so that, because they're saying it, I want to pay attention to them.
No, I make eye contact. I'm just not listening.
Oh, you checked out? Guys?
What?
All right. That's weird. Thank you guys. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. We have a bunch of calls to get to. We'll take your calls. We'll be right back. I was reading about this couple that they got in trouble for selling a baby jaguar. And so I was like, oh man, people have animals and they sell them. And we saw Tiger King, but they were just selling this one out of a parking lot.
Whoa.
I'd probably bought it. Look, if I pull up and somebody got a baby jaguar in a parking lot,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to buy it.
Depending on the price. But yeah.
Great point.
I mean, $1 million, no.
Like, I'm not going to search in on jaguar or jaguar.
Jaguar.
But if I pull up and they're like, we have a baby jaguar.
Yeah. But you're not thinking beyond that? Like, what are you going to do
You
with
never
this
think
jaguar?
beyond that.
And
Who
then
cares?
When it grows?
I'd send Eddie a picture. Oh, I got a jaguar.
Dude, I'd be over in a second.
Yeah, Mike D sent me a picture of him with Ocho Cinco over the weekend.
What?
That's what I said.
That's amazing.
I was like, what? Chad Johnson? That's what I would have done with the jaguar. I'd been like, Mike, Eddie, look at this. I got a jaguar.
I'm on my way.
Look, I'm coming over. All of a sudden, I get a picture of Mike D with Chad Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson. He was just at a Starbucks here in town.
Yeah, he was just waiting for his Starbucks. I recognized him right when I walked in. I went to talk to him.
Crazy.
And you just walk right up?
Yeah, I was like, hey, man, I was a big fan of you when you were playing back in the day. And I was like, I don't want to blow your cover, but would you take a selfie with me? And he's like, yeah, no worries. Like, nobody here was old enough to see me play.
Super nice.
Super nice. He, gave me a big hug.
That's
Wow.
And then was like, yeah, how you doing, man? And I was like, you don't know me, right? He was so nice.
What was he doing in town?
He came for there was a signing for a bunch of athletes and I think former wrestlers. He was there for a signing. And then he found out that the Titans and Bengals were playing the next day, so he decided to stay. Didn't have any clothes, so he went to the mall to buy a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
So he just had bags of clothes.
That's cool.
Yeah, see? That's what I'd have done with a Jaguar. I'd have hung out and been like, what's up, Jaguar? What are you doing here? In a parking lot? That'd have been so cool. But they were charging $7,500, so I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah, no, you don't have $7,500 in a parking lot.
But do they just have a sign?
That's what it looks like. It's like puppies. You
Jaguar.
can't really say Jaguar. So
Spotted
they sold a
cat.
Margay Cup for $7,500 in the parking lot of an Academy Sports and Outdoors in McAllen.
What? In my hometown?
Uh-huh.
What on earth?
However, the customer was actually an undercover agent with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
Got him.
Wow.
Dang, that's crazy. I saw that's from Chron. Maybe that's
Yeah, that's
Houston
Houston.
Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on TikTok and I saw a girl who found a kitten, like a tiny kitten, and she had taken video of the kitten when she found it. The mom had left the kitten, and so she has a kitten, so she's gonna raise it, and she bottle feeds it, and all of a sudden it's growing bigger than she thought was a panther.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's Panther, and the Panther still runs with her dog, and they're still best friends. And they're like, Panthers at any time can go Panther on something, but she's like, I don't think this Panther's gonna do that every second of every day.
Famous last words.
And I agree. Instinctually, I don't know what an animal's going to do. Like, I see Eller, our dog, who goes full hound. And it's awesome and scary at the same time. And we haven't had her out tracking anything, but you get her anywhere near a squirrel or a rabbit, she will track it and not stop. And then when she catches it, it's over.
Yeah.
So the Panther is huge, though.
That's amazing.
A Panther. That would be awesome. I'd be like, Eddie, Mike, I got a Panther.
I'm on my way.
I'm coming over. Tell Chad Ochocinco to stay there.
Once you realize that, you have to get a permit or something.
I don't know how that
Got
works.
I don't think they'll give you a permit for that.
But if she's
For a
publicly
panther?
on
No,
TikTok with it,
That's got to be allowed.
Really?
If she's on TikTok.
Right.
I didn't see the Jaguar people being like, we got a Jaguar
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TikTok.
I don't know.
So I don't know either, but I just assumed if she's talking about it, that it's okay that she has one where she lives. But it's in the States somewhere.
And I feel like if you have an animal that could get loose at any time and
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
freak out a whole city, yeah, that's not
hurt
good.
somebody else. But you know what? There are those sometimes people that steal a bunch of guns and then they post about it on TikTok and they're like,
Yeah,
what
that's
up?
true.
And then police are like, thank you.
Mike, is it legal to have a Panther in?
I think only in 9 states you have to have a permit.
Then she must live in one of those 9 states.
Wow.
But it's awesome to see because nothing bad had happened yet. So, check this out. I'm not really a jewelry guy at all, but this was given to me over the weekend. I don't wear jewelry. Dorks don't wear jewelry, so I don't wear jewelry. The wedding ring was hard for me to wear, not because I don't love my wife. I love my wife, but it's just I never wore rings on my fingers. Okay.
Okay.
So, just do this.
Those headphones?
Headphones.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really
What-
cool, man.
So-
Who gave that to you?
My wife and I were. Well, she was just standing with me, but I really wanted. There was a cobbler truck. There's a peach cobbler truck.
Like serve pie?
Yeah. No, a cobbler in a bowl with ice cream.
Oh, wow.
You want to talk about somebody who loves cobbler? This guy. I'm pointing at myself. They had peach cobbler with a scoop of ice cream it was a truck. And I'm like, we have to go to the cobbler truck. And she's like, just a reminder, you have IBS and your BH has been killing you for a month.
Good reminder.
And I'm like, I felt that, but I got to have cobbler. And so I go to the cobbler truck, and I'm standing there. That truck is outside of a jewelry store called King Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's
Yeah.
King Baby? Mm-hmm. And so one of the people that worked there came out and said, hey, I'm a huge fan. And can I take a picture? I didn't know she worked there. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? We took a picture, said hi, and she gave me this headphone necklace.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's amazing.
That's a nice jewelry store.
No, I looked at the price.
Yeah.
Because I'm just, I don't know, nosy.
Of that necklace?
It was this many $100.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know. I don't want
What
to
a
get.
gift.
I don't want to get her in trouble. That's what I said. So I'm wearing it. It's my good luck. It reminds me to do stuff for other people, and it reminds me that I'm a dork and shouldn't wear jewelry, but I wear it tucking under my shirt.
Pretty cool, man.
Ray, can I pull it off?
Yeah, I could pull it off better.
No,
though.
not you. This is not a you thing.
I wear actual headphones though.
Yeah,
You
so
have
do I.
in-ears.
For this.
He kind of got you there, Bones.
I get a necklace full of in-ears.
Ears.
So I thought that was super
That's
kind.
very thoughtful.
Yeah, that was a really good one. My buddy old Luke has got hurt. He's a freshman at the University of Arkansas, our killer tight end who I've been doing some stuff with.
Saw that.
Like NIL stuff. He's helped me. He broke his collarbone like first series. Stud
Does
player.
that mean he's out for the season?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It sucks. So felt terrible for him. Sent him a message just like, hey man, like harder things have happened to weaker people and they've thrived and you're so much stronger than a normal person. And then I feel like he probably was in surgery or something. I didn't get a text back. Then I was like,
He was like, who is this?
well, I hope not.
Just kidding.
But I felt really bad for him because, man, he's awesome and a good kid. And then I went through one other thing I'm proud of for this weekend. I'm hiring a president of the Nashville Podcast Network, a podcast network with a bunch of shows on it. And I wanted to be open about the job, so I just got on Instagram and said, this job's open. Fire away. I don't want to be all hidey about it and put only on like network stuff, like,
LinkedIn.
yeah, it's like, or like stuff where only people in broadcast or podcast can see it. So let's see. I'm open to anything. And so with Mike D and my powers combined, finally finished all like 10,000 applications. We haven't contacted a single person because I wanted to get through. I have it down to 11
That's amazing.
from like 10,000.
So how are you going to narrow down?
Well, I don't know. I have 11, so I'm going to message all 11 of them and just set up a Zoom. And then from then, probably to 3 or 4. But pretty big. They went to Fayetteville yesterday for 1-year-old nephew's birthday party.
I can't believe he's won. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So pretty good weekend. The Razorbacks losing sucks. It kills everything, but it made everything miserable. Everything. I hate everything and I hate life. But I have to forget that part because otherwise life sucks.
Dang.
Yeah, and life does go on.
It sucks.
You got to remember that.
What are we going to bet?
We've lost 3 in a row.
I know, dude.
It makes me miserable.
Yeah.
I can't think about it because that sternum part of my body, like underneath in that ribs, it like aches
That's
whenever
where-
I think about it.
Yeah, that's your heart.
I don't understand.
That's right.
this.
That's where your heart
I
is.
did not
Bones.
think about that.
So your heart is aching.
It makes me so sad.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I
I'm
look forward to
trying
it for so long. I really
understand.
felt like it makes me. I can't. I had a great weekend. I have to eliminate it. I have to like trauma block it.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Who you got this weekend?
Yeah, you had a great weekend.
Ole Miss.
Is that so? Were they good? Or?
Yeah, they're real good.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. It hurt. I believe. Hey, I believe in us though.
Yep.
Of course.
No, I do. All right, I'm done now. I gotta go.